what it's like to be in love. Hey, tell me what it's like to feel protected when you hug. I've been feeling like I'm stuck. I'm so stubborn when it come to feelings. Do I love or do I lust and just enjoy the feeling? Trust me, it's a difference. See, I'm always gonna protect my heart. But when it's love, it's no protection. Can't just give them parts. You give your all, and if you don't, then you just make it hard. But when it's lust, forget the problems. Just come get me hard. This how we leave our women scarred. The lust create a soul tie.
WOVU-LP Cleveland.
Beautiful girls all over the world. I could be chasing, but my time would be wasted. They got nothing on you, baby.
Yeah.
Nothing on you.
Yeah. Bang, bang, bang. C-Town, what's happening, y'all? What's going on? I got my folks in the house. What's going on?
Cleveland.
Yeah, come on, Lady T. What's up with you?
Ohio, Youngstown, Canton, Akron.
What's happening?
Act right.
My man Rafiq in the house, too. We glad to be here with y'all on a beautiful day in this beautiful city. This is the best time of the hour.
The best.
The best time of the hour. Let me hear you one more time. Let me get you a mic check. I'm gonna get your mic check live. There you go. There you go. I'm sorry about that. That was my fault.
That's
okay.
all good. It's okay.
It's all good.
It's okay.
Yeah, we got you now.
There we
So
go.
y'all check this out. This is Uncut Uncensored. We are on 95.9 FM. This is WOVU, and you can check us out here in the greater Cleveland area, but you can check us out anywhere streaming with the WOVU app. Now, we got that out the way.
Yes.
What I want to say is this. It's good to see y'all.
It
Good
is.
to
It's
see
Good to
y'all.
be seen.
Ain't it
You know what I'm
though?
saying? Good to be seen. What's up, guy?
It's all good. It's all good. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
You ready?
We here, folks.
You ready?
You know what I'm here for. Every
So
week.
you ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
Co-host Kane, you ready?
Man, listen, if you stay ready, you then got to get ready.
I like
See?
that in you.
Just stay ready.
I like that in you. D-Boogie, you ready?
Prime time.
Hold on, did you?
Yeah.
I don't feel like you hit us with a bang, bang, bang.
Oh, really?
I don't think you did.
Hold on, let's do this.
Because, the show doesn't feel right unless I get that bang, bang, bang. It's something about that bang. It's all in the bang, baby. It's all in the bang.
Girls all over the world. I could be chasing.
Stop trying to get us in
but my
trouble
time
already.
would be
We ain't
wasted.
2 minutes.
Listen, if
Nothing on you.
it ain't no trouble involved, it ain't right.
Nothing on you.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Hit him, OG.
Bang, bang, bang.
There we go.
There we go.
Yes.
I feel better, too.
Thank you. There we go. There
All
we go.
Cleveland now feels better.
Yes, come on now, don't shortchange it. That's how you fellas do. Y'all start something and then you stop.
Not all of it.
Well, most of y'all,
No, me and my brothers, we finished. Well, we crossing the
You
finish
know
line.
Am I one of your brothers?
You are one of my brothers.
my man.
I'm just saying, don't start nothing you can't finish. That's all I'm saying. You been doing the bang bang, continue with the bang bang.
My bad.
That
My
is
bad.
truthful.
I'm
Like,
just
don't,
saying.
don't.
I get that. My bad.
If
my
you
bad.
started at 9.8 with
Oh,
him,
hey, special. Can you hand me one of those
Listen,
filters over there,
then
please?
stay
Absolutely.
at that 9.8.
stay at it. So, it's just ladies don't give you free piece of advice. If a brother starts you at a 5.5, he did that for a reason because you don't want to go other higher than that.
Or you gotta get warmed up. You can't. You
Sometimes.
can't come at a 10.
Sometimes you don't. Yeah, you come in the gate at a 10.
Nah.
Sometimes woo.
Yeah, that's a little scary. Don't come at a 10 with me. Let's
No,
just
I'm
kinda
gonna
slow
come.
build
I'm
this.
gonna come at a 10, so you know what it is,
But see,
and you're gonna be like a crackhead, always looking for that.
you know what?
See,
You
no,
can't
don't do
maintain
that.
a
See-
flashlight.
See, don't do that because you have looking for you.
You know what?
They gonna be in the bushes.
Ladies, if
She
he
be
come
looking
at a
for-
10, don't worry. Give him about 30, 60 days. He gonna fizzle out. He gonna get to his true 5.
I gave somebody a 10 one time. That was the biggest mistake. They was chasing me around.
You still
And,
trying to get rid of him?
man, listen, I had to call people.
You gotta build up. You can't give everything at one time.
No, you
know?
cannot do that.
It's a build. You got to build to the 10. Come in at a 5, then you go up to a 5.5. Then you get to a 6. It's a build. Hey, it's a process.
Work your way up to it.
I'm just saying, work your way up to
But
it.
how long does it take to work up to get there?
It just
You know what I'm
depends.
saying?
It
What you
depends on the
saying?
vibe. It depends on the vibe. But just don't. If you come too strong, too soon, ladies, it's a red flag. I'm just saying.
So if you bring all your clothes to her house in 30 days, like, yeah, I'm gonna live here now.
Yeah, fellas, run. Run. Absolutely. You should run.
Can I get a key?
What's the problem, ball head specialist? What? Because I don't like how you looking at me.
I'm not even jumping
This
into
ain't even
that.
the topic.
I'm not even jumping
You got
into
some on
it.
your
said,
chest.
Let it
Get
go.
off.
I'm
Let
not
it
even,
go.
I'm
Let
not
it
even
go.
gonna give that
you
no
can.
value right
You
now.
can.
I'm not. Yeah.
You can, because you're looking at me like you want to say something. So if you got some on your chest, please get it off.
I'm gonna wait for the topic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you
All
go.
right,
I'm
there
not
you
even
go.
gonna plug
I
into
like
that.
that in you. I like that in
So,
you.
C-Town, y'all check this out. Now, we got a few places that y'all can find us. You know me. I don't remember them all, but you can catch me on IG,
What's your IG page, D?
Don Zani.
There we go.
Yeah, the DJ Don Zani.
All right, fellas, go ahead.
You can catch co-host Kane on my IG page. That's it. That's the only one we rocking with right now. It's Kane_creates. That KANE_creates. Because we are the creators of your own universe.
You already know it's your boy, Mr. 79, better known as the Ballhead Specialist, and you know you can get in touch with me at Ballhead_specialist.
Why
on
you gotta
IG.
get all bedroom low? Can you keep your volume up? Hey,
Because I ain't in here yelling at nobody.
I'm just saying. Can you speak into
I'm
the
not
mic?
in here. I am right here. I'm just not yelling because we right here.
Oh, your voice going. Look, can you not put your seductive bedroom?
You know what?
voice?
I got them all the way up on the board.
You know he like.
You know what I'm saying?
He start
I'm
off
right
real
here.
good.
I'm right here. I just ain't yelling. I ain't,
Yeah, okay.
you right
I'm
here.
gonna
We
but I'm gonna
talking
leave you
today.
right there, and I know I'm gonna turn you down a little bit. Later.
Hey, don't worry. They hear you. They hear you, ball head specialist. They gonna
I
get
know.
at you.
They know exactly where I'm at. I ain't hiding.
What's up, world? See, that's how you come in. You see that? No, I'm messing with you. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Tasha. Y'all listening to Uncut Uncensored.
Yeah.
Listen here. This is where you can find me. You can catch me on IG at Tosh_empowers because that is what I do. I empower. Okay? Then you can also catch the show on IG at uncut.uncensored. And then, as D Boogie forgot, because he always forgets, and if he ain't forgetting, I'm forgetting, but today I remember.
I'm gonna help you, sis. I'm gonna help you.
Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna help you.
Oh, you going? Oh, not
I'm
right
gonna
now.
help you.
Not right now.
I got your back. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Just not right now.
I got your back. Go ahead, say it.
All right, y'all. Listen, y'all can catch the show on YouTube. That's where you're going to catch all of our shows. Like if you miss anything, if you want to put a voice with these faces, ladies, listen, we got some handsome brothers in here. Shoot your shot.
Face with the voices, y'all.
Face, what did I say?
Voice with the faces.
Okay, yeah, that part too. All that. Yeah.
They
Thank
know.
you.
Y'all know. Y'all
I
know.
got her-
thank you
I'm
for
saying
keeping me right.
I got her back. I got
You got her
her
back. You got
Keep
her
me
back.
That's
right.
what
I
I'm saying. I got
appreciate
it
that.
back.
Keep me right, because
No,
sometimes I
we
fumble the
good.
ball.
We all do that. We live.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, I mean, we gonna do that. We live.
So, ladies, listen, shoot your shot. I believe all the DMs are open. I think they are all, well,
Mine's is closed.
you know what? He changes like the wind, ladies. It's
Mine's
closed right now. Midway through the show, it might be open. So shoot your shot. Listen, that's on YouTube at Relationship Talk Uncut Uncensored. And do us a favor, please. Subscribe, like it, and share it. And if you got some comments, you know, maybe you didn't like some things that I said, which is possible. That's cool.
What? No.
Yeah, I know.
Who would
you know.
disagree with what you had to say?
That's the same thing I say, but you know it happens. So listen, drop it in the comments. But that's all I got. So who bringing the topic in?
You,
Let's take a vote. I vote Tasha.
Tasha.
I'm gonna tie break it.
Thank you.
Tasha.
Well, since I've been elected, you know, I accept.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know, they all kind of scared of this topic. That's why. You know, no, none of these men want to touch.
No, I got something
touch
for
it.
you. Go ahead.
No, when you had your chance, you wanted to pass the
I'm
ball.
gonna let you introduce.
So
it.
thank you. I'm a shoot. So listen, the topic on the floor is marriage even an option in today's time? And is it necessary? Don't look at me like that, D Boogie. I'm just saying.
That's not the topic.
That is the topic. That is what we
Where's my phone?
You know what? Now see, when I gave y'all an opportunity,
You didn't give me one.
I did. You
didn't
said
give me one.
I'm
I
talking
asked
about
a
when I
question.
gave y'all an opportunity to bring the topic in.
You didn't say you didn't say.
And y'all passed it to me. So again, for the fellas in the back, is marriage even an option? You dating a lady, you feeling her. In today's age, you know, you got a lot of things going on. You got polyamory. You know, you got
Now you talking. Go ahead.
I mean, would you now? You be like, oh, did that topic? Oh, I got you.
Am I speaking
understand.
your language?
Understand.
So in today's world, in today's climate of promiscuity, I'm gonna put it that way. Everybody is everywhere doing everything. Is marriage even an option, fellas? And is it necessary? I mean, don't y'all
that's
all
the
talk
second
at one
part.
time?
That's the second part. Is it necessary?
Come on, what you got?
So I when you put that out there, I stewed upon it for a second, and I want, as I say this, I want to make sure everybody understands. These comments are not sponsored by the radio station or any other object. If you have a problem with the comment, you can come directly to my IG page and come at me.
Okay.
So I'll say this for every brother, sister, male, female, in between that, whatever you want to identify as, you want to identify as rock, alien, whatever. There's no reason for you to be married at all whatsoever unless you are following your specific spiritual religious following under the Abrahamic covenant. And if everybody want to know what that means,
Yeah, what's the?
Well, welcome, Tinder.
Oh, I got an idea what the Abrahamic covenant.
so
I got it.
if that means,
break it down for the
if
people
you-
in the back.
For the people in the back, that means if you follow the Torah, the Quran, or the Bible, and you are a believer of God and instituted the Adam and Eve and the father Abraham, and marriage is an institute of God from heaven, yes, get married. Besides that, there is no reason for you to walk down an aisle and talk to a preacher.
Wow.
Because the marriage is a spiritual covenant. Besides that, if you just want to get married for the sake of getting married, because if you because what you have to ask, why am I getting married? And if it has no spiritual connection to Yahweh, to the Creator, to all of that, it's just about money and a contract. And you can go and you can just go ahead and get some paperwork to say, some contracts, paperwork say that we're together as a people, and if we break this contract, these are the consequences of breaking of the contract. Because that's all it is after that.
I don't agree totally.
Welcome, Tinder.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Tinder.
Good. I like the summer love. Can you tell people where to find you, real
Oh,
quick?
hey, good people. I
Everywhere.
apologize for my tongue. I don't know what's rubbing off on me. Which
They
one
don't
of
know
y'all
you.
rubbing
They don't
off
know
on
you
me?
late. They don't know you late.
Oh, okay. But they didn't hear me at the beginning when I heard y'all. And yes, keep the bang. Keep the bang. And you can step to me with a 10. But just maintain it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Full
Okay.
speed ahead,
So-
Thunder.
I love that energy. I love it.
Give her the 10.
I don't agree totally, and the reason why is because if you are together, and again, the contract, you create these contracts that say, yes, if we part ways, this is yours or this is mine, or this is how we're going to divide our belongings or whatever, that's fine. But what happens in the event of a death?
It should be put into the
Did
contract.
you just raise your hand?
Yes, he did.
Okay, now that can be put in a contract, but check this. Say, for instance, you're with your significant other for years, and your family don't like her.
That never happens, does it?
Oh, and you pass away. Your family gonna do whatever they want to do with you
That's
at
true.
your funeral,
That's true.
and there's nothing she can do about it. And you can say I got the contract, but the contract ain't gonna say nothing.
Just
The
like my
first
man
7
said
days
earlier.
before he put her in the
He
ground.
said if my man already touched on that, he was like, if it's beneficial as a contract or
He
things
ain't
of
say if
that
it's
nature.
beneficial. That's not what he said.
She talking about benefits. So
But that ain't what he said because you said like my man said. I'm just saying.
right. So I'm gonna say it again. My man said it's for beneficial purposes. If you can't read between the lines, then you don't know.
We don't want to read in between
You
the
know,
lines.
you don't need to be
Said
listening to.
outside of a spiritual connection.
Right.
Right. If it's a contract or something like that, that a person can get not over, but get ahead on
Lord have
in the
mercy.
case of something happen. You know,
You putting it in the deep
know
boogie
what?
You know,
terms. This
let
is
me-
the
Come on, Chop. What you got?
Man, let your boy tap in here one
Go
time.
ahead, man.
go ahead, tap in, baby.
When you on the level of
Can you
marriage, when you on the level
Thank
of
you.
marriage,
Thank you.
and you're married,
yes,
all of us know our family. We know what kind of family members we have.
Mm-hmm.
right.
So, if you're married and something happened to you, nobody comes before your wife. Nobody comes
But
before
if
your
you
husband.
married,
Wait a minute.
yes.
Yeah. But if you're not married, I just want to say that if you're married, we all know it goes to the spouse.
Right.
Mother, father does not come before the wife. So
Right.
we all agreeing to that.
Amen.
Now, if you're not married and something happened to you, but he or she understands how they family are. So if he or she has that feeling when it comes to their spouse, if they have not legalized some documents as far as their demise for what they want their spouse to have, everything at that point goes to the oldest child. The firstborn.
The oldest child.
The firstborn, period. The firstborn. So my advice would be that if you know this could happen, but you want your significant other to have some things.
To have some say.
Some say.
Yes.
Or things.
Things, yeah, you can do the things with the contract, but say in how you're being buried.
Right.
You don't have a whole lot of time.
But he or she needs to legalize this in writing and get it legalized.
I got a question for you, real quick. So when you say the oldest child,
Firstborn.
his firstborn, let's in this
Right,
example,
yes.
it's the male.
Right.
Yes.
And as tradition has it, we pass away before the woman.
Yeah.
That's tradition.
Yep, most
You know,
times.
you know.
Math-
Yeah.
That's how the math
Y'all
works.
steal y'all seeds
You know.
at a young age
Yeah.
for
That
so
ain't got
long.
nothing
That
to
you
do
have
with
to-
it, Tasha. That has nothing.
Your lifestyle.
That
is a
has
little
nothing to
Right.
do with it.
You lose
At-
life. It's part of your life source, sir. Yes.
I think it's
Because-
just. I just think somebody driving you crazy.
You like,
mean,
you know what?
yourself.
You know what? Let me go and get out of here early.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what you
Take this
saying?
early retirement program.
All right. So I just want these brothers to be clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. So if it's your oldest child
Yes.
or the oldest child, it's the person. In this case, we're talking about the male.
Okay.
That deceased oldest child. Am I right or wrong?
No, you
Let
right
me-
on
let
that.
me-
I don't
let
know.
me
I don't
make
know.
a-
I'm asking
let
a
me
question.
make a correction.
I
It's
don't know.
not just the oldest child. Let me tell you, it's the oldest child in that city.
Oh.
Because my brother passed away, and his oldest child lived in Akron. But the oldest child in the city was able to come to that funeral home and sign off on documents.
Oh, okay.
All
Right. Well, listen, y'all. Y'all listening to Uncut Uncensored. This is 95.9 FM. Can you get the topic right quick, and we're gonna go to break right quick.
Again, well, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, we're talking about in today's age, right now. Is marriage even necessary? Is it beneficial? Should you do it? Should you not do it? Why are we doing it? Is marriage even a thing that people are even should be doing right now in this day and age? Consider all the different scenarios, options, and people.
We ain't say if they should be doing it.
I'm asking.
You know what?
I'm asking.
95.9, y'all. Uncut Uncensored. We'll be right back.
Because everybody should.
Yo, welcome back. Welcome back to the livest radio show on this side of the planet. Uncut Uncensored Relationship Talk. Got a heavy one here for you today. You can go to our IG. If you got to make a comment, make a comment. Because, fellas feel a certain way about this. And I'm one of the fellas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And what way do you feel about it?
So is it important?
No.
Can you elaborate?
Yes. So, of course, I believe in companionship over relationship. All day, every day. So, to the level of the relationship doesn't have to be at a certain point to where you're married. Now, I've been married. I was married for about 20-some years. It was okay. It was okay.
Do you have to do it like he was like, it was okay. Emphasis on the O and the K.
It was okay. And but that's no knock to my partner. That's
Your
me
ex-partner.
being
Your
in
ex-partner.
me being involved. We talking at my ex-partner. But I believe in marriage. I think it's a beautiful thing. I really do. But I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it proves a point. From a man's standpoint, it doesn't really prove anything. Now, most men, and I'm going to go back to traditions, when the marital ceremony is occurring, it's all about what the woman wants. It's all about,
That is true to an extent.
okay, so we just going to leave it. It's true, right? That's true.
Okay, we'll leave it there.
Leave it there.
Unless you marrying a diva, they want a big wedding and you don't.
Ooh.
Well,
Okay,
for
come
the
back.
main thing,
that's a whole nother side topic.
that's something that the ceremony itself is really geared toward the bride, and the groom is just there. Hey, I'm here. I'm the main guy in the house, but I'm here. And
Can't go on without you.
Right.
it can't. So
you're
I play my
very
part.
important, right.
I play my. I'm the main important main. The main is important.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going somewhere else with that.
Yeah, you are. you are.
Yeah.
So the
There's no side without the main, but go ahead.
There's some sides.
Not without that main.
That's what make it a side. The main course and the sides.
You know what? Can y'all?
That's how you differentiate the
You
two.
know what? I cannot. I cannot.
That's
with
funny
y'all.
to me. Thank you for that. So the being serious and everything, I believe in marriage. I think it's okay. From a standpoint that it shows to others that it shows the level of commitment and love that you have with someone. But I believe those things exist without that.
Okay, so here's the question. Here is the topic, because I want to make sure y'all don't skirt.
We gonna skirt all we want to. We gonna talk about
Not on my watch.
Okay.
You're not gonna be skirting, because
Okay.
I'm gonna just keep
You-
posing
you know-
the question the same way.
You're right. You're right.
Now the question on the floor is marriage an option? Number one, you meet a lady, as I stated in the beginning of this conversation. Okay, for the fellas in the back and in the room. Okay. You in a relationship, okay? You in a whole grown companion, as D Boogie like to say, ship relationship, okay?
Yeah.
You've been feeling you with this lady, you love her, you care about her, and she like, well, Dag, what we doing? Of course, you want to skate around it. D Boogie will say something like, well, what you mean?
We doing this?
And then she would come with another question like, okay, well, what is this? Don't y'all all answer at one time?
I'm looking for the answers too. I'm like, D Boogie.
God,
It
you
is what it is.
Boy, his
I'm waiting.
specialist.
I'm waiting.
Since
I'm
when
letting my
you
man
waiting?
know.
Ladies, listen. See, this
I
is
got
the
my
thing.
OG in the room. He first.
Oh,
So I
really?
respect the
you
code.
ain't no hand raising
I
right
got
now?
I got this for right now.
After.
I got
Okay,
it.
come
I got
on.
it.
So
OG
what-
in
so
the
what-
building. I
Thank you.
respect the code.
Oh, okay, really?
That's right. He first.
Okay, so what is this?
It's what we doing. I mean,
Which
what?
is what?
Let me ask you a question. What do you
No,
think?
you didn't answer my question.
I'm gonna ask you. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I'm good enough to answer your question by asking a question.
Okay, but my question is, what is this? Let's stick to the question on the
It's
floor.
what you want it to be. What you want it to be.
So is marriage an option?
It's always an option.
Is marriage an option for us?
Yeah. You know what? It may be, baby. Yes, yes, it is.
So-
It's an
Did
option.
she say us?
So the
I mean,
question.
who else in it?
You gotta say us. You gotta be specific.
Yeah. 'cause
I mean,
say
you know,
it's
it's
married
it's-
option. Yeah, I'm
well,
getting
let me ask you
married.
this: It's not
you.
being married an option.
You said it's not.
said
It's
us.
not being married and we together an option.
That's what we doing right now. But I'm talking about the future.
Thank you.
I was
Tender.
talking
So-
to this lady.
But I'm just
This
saying.
my partner right here. She
I
got
got
my
her
back.
back.
There you
So what
go.
you mean?
All
you
right,
go.
hey fellas, y'all can chime in.
Yeah.
I need some help.
I got your chime. I got your chime, D. Don't worry.
All right.
So no, it should be an option, but I think this is.
We're not saying what should be. The question on the floor, again, as y'all are skirting.
Nobody's skirting
Mr.
nothing,
Ballhead
Tasha.
Specialist quiet. I didn't say should it be.
Right.
The question
Right.
is,
Right. He ended with Tasha. You hear that?
is it an option?
Yeah, it's an option. Just like
Is it an option for the relationship that we are currently in?
it's always an
It's-
option
it's-
unless you have a discussion in the beginning of the relationship. Like when you meet somebody and you tell them to their face, "No, I ain't ever getting married." Then it ain't an option. Then we ain't got to talk about it.
Really?
But, yeah, and I think some people are dishonest with other people. They don't, like men or women, not just fellas, but there's some sisters out there, they don't want to get married. That is not what they on a program. And they just dating somebody and the person thinking that's where it's going. It's not going there at all.
That is very true.
And if you don't, and if the person talks to you about marriage, and you know in the back side or the front of your mind, I ain't doing that. You need to start. Excuse me. We need to have a talk. And you
Okay.
need to sit down and talk to this person. Like, listen, I blank you, I love you, I care for you, whatever adjective.
blank you? What's
whatever
blank you?
adjective you want to use. Everyone uses this adjective. However, whatever your level of care for this person is, if you,
Okay.
whatever you,
I mean,
however
you
you feel
cool.
about them. If they
Sound
say
like
we
me.
cool, don't even worry about it. We
Right.
cool, we all right.
But you know, I would pose a question to the question once again because we're having a conversation, and how important is it to you? I mean, you know, why is it that you're bringing this to the table, and why is it important to you? And give me an answer that makes sense because your answer may say because if I'm at a place to where I feel that I want to be with you forever. Even though I haven't, thought about it for us, I may. I mean, I'm down with you 100. But the reason that you might want to do it may make sense to me.
It might make sense
It
to you.
may, not might. It may
It
make
may
sense.
make sense to you.
Yeah, I mean, so give me your
Okay.
reason. I want to know why is it important. You might say because my family. This is what we do in my family, and blah blah blah. You may say something else. Like I had a few people propose to me, and I want to get married.
Okay.
You know.
So before Tinder and I jump on that, Mr. Ballhead Specialist, you're mighty quiet over there, brother. You seem like you're sweating bullets. Apparently there's some things going on again. Zoom in on that. Zoom in,
He ain't
Ruffy.
sweating bullets.
He ain't
You
sweating.
calm,
Oh.
Gotta sweat.
And no,
collected.
ain't nothing moistness over here.
Okay,
We ain't having no moist problem
Okay, well,
issues over here.
okay? So what's the deal, sir?
There's no deal. I'm gonna just let my OG.
Okay, but they've all
respond
spoken.
and
So
everything.
what's your take on this? Is marriage an option, and is it necessary in this day and age?
My opinion.
No, the one person in the back.
My opinion. My answer, in my opinion, is that it's always an option, but it's not necessary.
Okay, so it seems as if they're answering the question in the same way.
No,
Have
you
noticed
just
that,
asked
Tinder?
me the question and I answered it. Now I can go in if you want me to. I'm just answering
No, I'm
the
just
question.
asking the question, and I don't
Okay,
want you to go
I
in.
answered both questions. You asked me, is it an option? Yes, it's an option in my opinion.
So what
But
if
you also asked me, hold on,
Go ahead.
is it necessary?
Okay.
I said no.
Okay. So, okay. Go ahead, Tinder.
Oh, dang, you confused.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm definitely not confused at all.
When you ready to elaborate a little bit more on that,
I mean, you the one we're answering the
I'm
question.
for the listening to what Tinder got to say.
When I'm ready to elaborate, hold on. The question
Tinder
was
want to talk
posed
right
to
now.
you.
Tinder want to talk right now.
Y'all know what?
Come on, Tinder. Come on, Tinder. Let's go.
Okay, I feel like it depends on the parties involved. Whatever is important to you. Now, if it's important to your spouse, I mean your significant other, and it's not necessarily that important to you, shouldn't what's important to your significant other be important to you?
That's what I said.
That is not
That
what
is
you
not.
said.
Well, that's what I was trying to say.
So it pretty much depends.
gonna rewind
and I
and
think
say,
that the
that's what I
two
said.
can
not
come
what
to
you
an agreement, but you can
that what I
get two
said?
people that feel like
Yeah.
it's not necessary.
That's
Why
true.
should we do all of this? I mean,
true.
if we're gonna be together, we'll be together. If not, oh well. Because getting married, it looks elaborate, but it comes
Right.
with a whole lot of work, just like the whole lot of work that you have in that relationship altogether. So it's gonna work. If it's gonna work, it's gonna work. But if it's not, it's not. And but you got to be willing to put in the work. But also getting married, a lot of people bring other expectations into the relationship once you get married. It's like, now you my husband, so now I got to know this, and this about you. I ain't been knowing, but we weren't married then. But now, like, people change the game when you get married, so it makes the relationship harder. But again, it depends on the two involved. That's how I feel, because I mean, you can do it or you cannot do it. But when it come to your death,
Right.
your family gonna do what they want to do, regardless of whatever contract you got, because that ain't gonna come into play till after your funeral anyway.
So
Right.
Well, and I want to just touch on that real quick, that statement, because that we mentioned that earlier when it comes to the passing of one of the partners. The I know family feels as if you only knew her for a year or two. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she wasn't your wife, so. But in her
So
mind,
security feels that way too.
Social Security,
Right.
learn something every day. So is there a time limit? I mean, that's what I was getting to.
I don't know. I think you have to declare as, what is it called?
War.
Talking about common
I
law
declare
marriage.
war.
Not common
They don't
law
have
marriage,
common law
but
anymore.
residential partners or something like that. So, but yeah, in order, like, it's a lot of things that come into play with that. Your insurance come into play too.
Right,
So
'cause-
it's a lot of things that come into play whether you're married or not.
Yeah.
And you might want to consider it. And if you got a lot of money, then maybe you can do it like that, Oprah. But if you
Right.
don't,
And just as a side note,
and you got some kids that she was trying to help take care of these kids, and listen,
She was trying to help take care of the kids.
No, she's been taking care of the kids. You know, she's
she
been
was
helping
helping.
you.
Oh,
It
y'all
was a
got kids
joint-
together?
Yes,
No,
it was
them ain't
a
her-
joint
no, y'all
thing.
don't have kids
Y'all
together.
was taking care of these kids. She was helping.
But they're not hers. You know?
Whatever the case
Hold
may
on,
be.
she ain't say that.
Well, I'm adding that twist.
I know you're adding that
I
twist.
gotta add a twist because there's a lot of that out there. You know, it's a lot of women helping these brothers take care of these kids, and you know they've been doing it for 5, 10,
Oh, my goodness.
15
Here we go.
years. I'm
Here
just
we go.
saying.
Here we
Listen.
go.
So I'm gonna give my take.
Y'all make sure y'all put your phones on mute.
Yeah. But I'm gonna give my take. So my piece on it is this. I believe that after a while, after a certain duration of in the relationship, when y'all have reached that comfort zone where the honeymoon phase is completely over, you know, after a couple years or whatever, y'all have figured your yin and your yang out. I feel like it should absolutely be an option because why are we together? Especially if you living together. If y'all are living together and been living together for a while, again, this is Tasha's opinion. You know, take it how you want to take it or don't take it at all. Either way, I don't care. But if y'all been living together for a while and, you know, especially if you helping raise his kids or maybe it's a vice versa situation, marriage should absolutely be an option because if I'm good enough to be laid up with you, paying bills with you, raising your kids with you, doing life with you, why wouldn't you want to marry me? So for the ladies out there, if you are in this situation, now it's different if you don't want to be married.
so I got a question right there.
Yeah, I
Tom.
mean, come on, man.
I got a question right there.
Go ahead.
You going there?
Yeah, that's
Going
where
where?
that's where she's going. But we go head her off the
where?
path today.
Yeah, do that.
So
What?
the question I have is for you this: if you
Why
doing
your eyes closed?
because
I mean, are you feeling some type of pressure? Or something?
I never feel pressure
I
because
I
I never.
specialist this quiet.
I'm gonna put my sunglasses back on.
ever,
I'm next.
ever.
I'm next.
You can
So-
go now. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Coles.
My question is that if you doing all this with a person, whether it be male or female, and you saying if I'm good enough to do ABC with, then I should be good enough to be married to. The most important question about that is why does this person want to be married? Whether it be he or her, why? Because that is the essential question is going to be either contingent on the failure or the prosperity of that marriage is why does this person and why do both parties want to get married? And if one party wants to get married for the wrong reasons,
Well, what would be the wrong reason?
you just want to be married because you don't want to hear the church folk talk about you. You want to get married because your mommy and daddy told you shouldn't shack up with people. You
Yeah,
want to
okay.
get married because you just the image of you don't want to be quote unquote, as you've heard this term because you was a church girl too, living in sin. You want to get married.
Yeah, that may be a good reason though.
You want to get married because your girl got married and she had a wonderful wedding.
pressure.
And they you saw the white dress and all that going down the aisle and the music
That was
and
2
the singing.
years ago, and they just got a divorce.
And, and they had a $15,000 reception, and they went to Bermuda and to the Triangle for the honeymoon. You want all that, but you ain't thinking about 20 to 30 years down the line when this man or this woman is no longer in the same position they were. Things have changed.
Right.
You're not thinking about that. You're thinking about the now and what it looks like to other people.
I can get with that, and those are very good. Those are
But
very.
so people need to know on both ends. Like, why does this brother want to marry me so bad? Why she want to get married so bad? Is this some fantasy you had as a kid or something? Like, was your parents married, so you just think you should get married, or was your mama never married?
I get it. So if the reasons are wrong, that's justifiable, you know. But for a mature couple, because I think a person with those reasons, you know, still needs to kind of grow up a little bit and get their maturity, you know, level, because you shouldn't want to get married because it is a huge step. And like Tinder said, you know, marriage comes with a lot. You know, relationships are challenging in and of itself. You know, because you're dealing with you're dealing with another person's temperament, attitudes, kids, whatever. And then when you marry that person, you know, other things come into place with that. But for a mature couple, if you have, you know what, we're going to just, you know, I'm being summoned to take a break. No, I'd much rather come in on a fresh note. So, so we talking about being married. Is it an option? You know, it's a lot of brothers out there maybe getting some pressure from their ladies. It's a lot of ladies getting some pressure from their dude. You know, so is marriage an option And is it even necessary in today's climate? We'll be right back. Y'all listening to WOVU 95.9 FM if you are in the surrounding area. If not, cop the app, WOVU. Get it from your Google Play Store. You can get it from your Apple what is it? Something corny. I don't know. But we'll be back. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Y'all are listening to Uncut Uncensored. Again, if you are just now tuning in, y'all can cop this app. It's called WOVU. You know, we have so many amazing, amazing shows. This just happened to be the number one. You know, we got
one.
the number one. We got Eric Nolan before us, and then you can catch, DJ Chris Styles. I can't believe I just shot him out like that.
Oh, that's my dude.
I feel
DJ
sick.
Chris
I feel
Styles.
sick
We
just
got
doing
also right after we got her in the huddle.
Yes.
My boy Chris
Okay,
Styles.
that's enough. We're not gonna get that much energy to that. Let's keep it moving.
we're not giving
My
him
dude,
any
that
energy.
boy.
I'm not giving him any energy, Chris.
He's doing his thing right now.
You
I'm
done?
gonna leave it as that.
Thank you.
You know
Also, y'all can y'all can please catch us on YouTube. What do you do? Subscribe. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Subscribe, like it and share it. So today's topic we talking about is marriage an option, and is it necessary in today's climate? We ended. We was talking about you in a relationship with somebody, maybe y'all been together for a minute, you seasoned, you good and settled in that thing. Y'all living together, you paying bills together, you helping him raise his kids that's not yours biologically. I got to put that out there because it's happening.
I mean, but that's just some of what's happening.
It's a lot of what's happening, okay? It's a lot of blended families going on.
9 times out of 10, the dude is helping the woman raise her kids.
Okay, and
because
that's
the
who?
woman is in the household with the kids.
Okay.
The kids ain't there. But go ahead.
Okay, but the kids come over.
Ain't there?
The dude's kids are not there.
Yeah, that's
9
nine
times
times out of 10. He is helping raise
He's
her
helping.
kids.
He's helping.
Oh, no, y'all all want to chime in on that.
No,
Okay.
we're just talking about facts.
Oh,
That's
okay.
fact.
Like,
Okay, so yes,
we
then
wanna-
yes.
So,
yes.
I mean,
we
come
can
on
Google
now.
it if you
So,
want,
okay,
but
in that same sense, reverse it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's helping her take care of her kids, and she dies off.
you know how this go. Her family
well,
go act like he don't exist. Like he was Casper
And
the
is that
ghost.
fair to him, though?
No, that ain't cool. But that's
right.
that's how people do.
The marital contract changes that.
Exactly.
That's all y'all trying to say, right?
No, that's not all we're trying to say.
Okay, well, let's say it like that then.
No,
because the
but
way
we're
you
saying
saying it is
the way I'm saying it is how I'm saying it. Is marriage an option? Okay. And is it necessary in today's climate? So I'm saying what I'm saying.
So what you're saying though is
I
that
said it.
really that bruh should hurry up. He should be pressuring that girl to get to marry
That's
him.
not what I said.
That's what it
That's not what
sounds
I
like.
said.
That's
To
what
me.
it. That's
That
what,
is not what it
I'm
sounds
here.
like.
that's what it sounds like. Like, bruh,
Did you
listen,
hear that?
saying?
bruh, listen. If you out
You know
here,
what
you taking care of
did not-
kids, you in the
Roy? Who's
household,
Roy?
buying groceries, you doing the dang thing, you living in the house. Don't let her but make her put that ring in your finger, brother. Do not
Make
go.
her-
Okay, no,
Okay,
no.
now is he changing his name?
You know,
Because you've reversed it totally.
that is what we're not gonna do. You know what?
See how the whole
You know what?
tone changed.
That is what we're not gonna do.
You know what?
And we're not gonna even feed this unnecessary nonsense that just came out of Cole's K's mouth.
That's why we shut you down with
We
what
are
you were
not-
saying.
Actually, I didn't get shut down. I remember my point. Okay.
All right, go
so
ahead.
I'm actually gonna swing it to God because his seat is looking a little hot.
seat is fine.
So as I was saying, is marriage an option? You done been with this dude. I'm speaking to the ladies. You done been with this dude. Y'all live together. You doing life. Okay. You helping him raise his kids. They come over every other day, every other weekend. You cooking, you feeding, you dropping them off at school, daycare. You doing all these runs.
Oh, she's Superwoman.
Right. I mean, but it's happening.
But
Y'all-
it is happening.
It's
It
happening.
is happening.
If
When
she's
dudes
doing
leave
that,
their
I'm marrying
kids-
her.
Dudes leave their kids in the house and expect you to
Right.
feed them, cook for them.
If she's doing that, I'm marrying her.
And then ask you if they ate.
Ask
Did you
if they
feed
ate.
them?
When you come in, they sleep. They done been bathed, okay? Hair braided, ponytails parted,
Ponytail.
I'm
I'm just
tired.
saying.
That whole thing tires me out mentally. I don't want to be here. I'm going.
I'm just saying. But now she's saying, okay, well, what we doing? And you hit her, well, baby, what you mean?
No, I mean in that.
Okay.
Listen.
Go ahead, bro.
Ball
Go
head
ahead, go
specialist.
ahead.
Let me chime in on this.
Please.
At the end of the day, my opinion, I feel it's different strokes for different folks.
Here we go with this.
Okay. Just hold on for a
I ain't
second.
said nothing.
You did, but just hold on for a second. I feel it's different strokes for different folks. At the end of the day, when it comes to the talk of marriage, and you have reached the level of commitment with each other, that means you're not dating anymore. And if you're in a committed relationship with one another, that means you both have, if you're in a total committed relationship with one another, that means the both of you have already agreed up under that real stability umbrella to everything that comes up under there.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Because in a real relationship, the commitment is earned. It ain't given, it's
What
earned.
does
You
that
gotta
have to
earn
do
it.
with the topic on the floor,
If
please?
you
Will
just
you-
give me
will
a
you let the
second,
man
you will
talk?
find out.
Lord have mercy.
We
If you're
understand we
at
in a
that level,
committed-
if you're at that level, as soon as you get at that level, not 2-3 years from now, because it shouldn't be 2-3 years from now for you to be having a conversation brought to the table about, the direction your life is really going in with this person.
Okay.
I feel it should be talked about the moment you begin to be agreed to be committed. It should be not just marriage, other things that comes into play with that should be discussed at the table. Not saying we getting married tomorrow. It's just that you putting it on the table. Like, I'm not looking to continue to just go with you.
Okay.
He or she.
Okay.
This is what need to be discussed. Not saying you're going to get married tomorrow. It's just that when you agree to not be dating anymore, you're in a committed relationship, it's time to sit down and talk, like right then.
So are you saying, to make sure I'm understanding you, because I feel like it's some riddles in there.
Why don't you just slow down and you'll find it.
Oh, I'm done.
Because the moment you stop dating, you agree to be committed.
Okay.
You
so,
need to sit down with your mate because I need to know exactly how long we getting ready to, how long we gonna be doing this here. Because my life, I'm looking for it to go in this direction.
Right.
I'm not looking for it to just stay stagnated in this direction.
Okay. So for you, what you're saying, if I'm hearing you correctly,
You should be.
Well, I want to make
You know
sure.
what?
So if I'm hearing you correctly, the moment you meet this person, y'all hanging out, you're dating or whatever, maybe 6 months to a year, now y'all are committed.
Yes.
Y'all are out of the dating stage
Yes.
and y'all have become committed.
Yes.
You're saying at that point, that's when it should, the whole, okay, do you want to get married? Do you want to get married? How you feel about marriage conversation need to be had?
Right then and
Is that
there.
what you're saying?
Yeah, because when you get to talking about that, you also understand the other things that need to be discussed when you talk in that kind of language.
Okay.
Because most people don't even understand what comes with that kind of commitment because it's not the same commitment as being in a relationship.
Okay, we got that. So let me ask you this. So now, what if
Don't
you
fan your hand at me no more.
So anyway,
I mean, but that was already discussed, so I'm with her.
right.
I said that.
Can you
Because most people don't understand that.
Okay, so
The things that you have to talk about, far as example, bills, life insurance, the other things that come into play when you say I do. And you'd be surprised how many people don't understand what's up under that umbrella.
Hold on,
That
dog.
needs
hold
to
on,
be
hold
discussed.
on. I can't discuss bills and all that stuff at that particular
No,
point.
you just conversate. You're not really committing to nothing. It's
Okay,
just
yeah,
being
I mean,
discussed
we-
between the two.
because there's levels to levels to it.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
But
You
if
know,
don't
I
bring
agree
it-
with you, though,
Yeah,
but-
because you're not committing to anything. You just having that talk because this person may feel differently about certain things under that umbrella, and you may have a different view. But guess what? If you never discuss it, you
Right.
can't never get to it.
right.
well, bills and things, I'm kind of with D Boogie on that because unless we in the same household, my
But that's
bills
what
ain't.
that was you said. You said
No,
we was
he-
in the same
no,
house
but,
and you raising the kids and making pancakes and braiding hair and bathing babies.
Co-host Kane.
That's-
that
I'm
was,
just saying,
that was
that's
the
the
bald head
example you-
specialist.
The reason why I'm
That
saying
wasn't
that is
his
because you look
example.
at it like this.
Oh,
If
you got a
you're-
different example?
He did have a different example.
in the same, if you're out of the same household, you're in the same household with one another, you may have a man. This is why I say different strokes for different folks. You may have a man say, "Well, my wife or my lady ain't got to pay no bills. All she got to do is do this. I'm taking care of this." And in my household now, if it's a hit, we split. If it's a spare, we share. We take everything down the middle. You see what I'm saying? So it's different
Oh,
strokes
my.
for different folks. Everybody don't do it like that.
If it's a hit, we split.
If it's
Yeah,
a spare,
If
we
it's a
share.
spare, we
Everything.
share.
So a hit.
So if I
Somebody
get,
hit the
so,
number.
Yeah, so if I hit a
I'm
number or
split.
something, I get a little
Okay.
extra.
All right. 'Cause
I didn't
Then
know
I'm
what a
gonna
hit
put it
was.
off. Like, you
I
know
know.
what I'm saying?
Makes
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was.
nervous right there.
You tell her like, listen, you know what?
I
This
didn't know.
month,
I
got
didn't know if
this.
he was about
Guess
to go
what?
pop the trunk. I didn't know.
Come on,
You know.
man.
So I'm just letting you know. You know.
Yeah, I didn't know.
No, you hit a lick.
Okay, so hold
And
on.
there's
because-
nothing wrong with it if a brother, guy, he takes
said
that load
everything-
like
I'm
that. That's
still
his
stuck on everything
choice.
down the middle.
Okay,
I'm
so-
Everything.
Hold on. Excuse me. What is your problem with down the middle? What you mean?
I'm stuck. We roommates at this point. If everything go down the middle, we roommates.
That's
but
why I
that's a
say there's
topic.
different strokes for different folks. Every household is not ran the
'cause
same
I don't-
because everybody
don't
run
run
their
with
house.
So you ain't going
differently.
50-50 on the bills? You saying?
She's saying you take care of the mortgage and I get the utilities.
Some of them will say, "Well, I take care of the mortgage or the rent or whatever, and you take care of the light and gas bill, or I
it's
take
a
care of the food." You
serious
know, you gotta have
discussion
that,
need to be
get that
had.
understood.
Yeah.
You-
Okay. So
and you'd be surprised who do not have conversations about these things.
okay. So here's the thing, because I want to make sure. So I'm hearing you. Okay. You know, I hear your point. It's a little bit side.
It ain't side because it shouldn't be discussed
Excuse
too
me,
far down the line in
sir.
a relationship. It should
Sir.
be discussed early.
Why they always arguing? I don't
No,
Is this
I have
what-
no. I
Say
don't
my
know.
stuff is side
I don't know,
because it ain't
Tinder.
side.
T-Book, you got deja vu because I got deja vu.
Oh, again.
I don't know,
Man.
Tinder. Like,
No, I'm not always
I don't
the one
know.
arguing with him. Sometimes, Tinder, you be arguing with him too. You know, the podcast.
Wait, how you gonna throw Tinder under the bus? Nah, you too be arguing.
You know.
And then you look at it like this: some individuals in the relationships, they may be holding up on taking it to the marriage level for their own significant little reasons and haven't talked or put it on the table why.
Okay, but here's
First
the
up,
put that
dang,
out
I'm
there.
gonna
Let's put
put
that
this in
out
your
there.
food and everything.
Okay, so here is the subject at hand. Here is the topic on the floor. I get what you're saying. You went a little left. You did.
I don't think so.
But it's okay, you don't have to.
Okay.
I feel like you did. Because his example was his example was when you meet somebody you date, you discuss it. My thing on the floor is when you are already in this relationship, okay? Y'all live together. You know, as co-host wanted to throw the shade out there, she is helping you raise these kids, okay?
not
You know,
shade.
she's doing all this. She's doing all of this. And maybe it was discussed in the beginning of the courting stage, you know, and both of y'all was like, I don't know if it's you know, it's a possibility. You know, y'all know how you had those fluffy.
You know what? And if you were not sincere when you said that, if that was your shut her up right now,
Ooh,
Right.
don't do that,
Statement.
fellas. Don't do that, fam.
then it's an issue later on
Yeah.
because
Don't-
she's going off what you said.
Don't
Exactly.
do that, sir or ma'am. But
Tell her what she want to hear right now
Yeah.
because you'll cross that bridge when you get to it. Not right
don't
now.
do that. If he or she
Roll your boat.
don't do
Yeah.
that because that's gonna get fugly later. And
It's gonna get what fugly.
yeah, don't do that.
You see my hair went. Okay.
Don't do that. You just go ahead and be honest at that given moment of how you feel. Because if you feel, like he said, if you feel a certain way about a situation, no matter what it is, if you ain't with the hit down the split or the middle in the middle or the widow
The spare what you share.
yeah. Well, if you ain't with it, you know what I'm saying? That has to be known. Like that has to be known between the two of you. Like whatever the program go be, let's know what the program is. And like I know there are some people who are like, it depends. You might meet someone who is your vibrational match, and y'all both kind of agree. Like
You said vibration.
y'all love each other. Y'all committed to each other, but we don't see
Y'all
it
on
as
the same frequency.
Y'all on the same frequency, but you don't see y'all both see the institution of marriage of the legalese going down to the courthouse and signing paperwork. Y'all both ain't with it, and that might be cool for both of you all. Or some person might have had a bad experience or two or three. And they like, I ain't doing that no more. I ain't doing it no. Listen,
wrap.
I love you to the end of the earth, but I ain't going downtown no more, sign no paperwork. Like I ain't doing it. So you have to but again, you have to have that discussion with them. Like let them know what's going on. Like what's on in your heart.
And that's okay if you feel that way. It's okay because your partner might be okay with you feeling that way. But also understand that people are lazy.
Yep.
People are lazy. You can say, no, you can still have all this if we get us a contract. The worst thing you could do is walk around the world thinking you got time to do the things you want to do.
Right.
And, oh, yeah, we just going to write up a contract so then that way she taken care of and boom, you get hit by a car.
Right.
If you going to do it, do it.
Right. Yeah, because you got people that's in, they've been in these long-term relationships. You know, y'all done bought houses together. You know, maybe you done had a couple kids together and outside the relationship. And it's like you doing all of these things and you desire to get married, or maybe he desired to get married, but because y'all not on the same page with this thing, it is what it is. I say, listen here, if y'all ain't on the same page about it and you desire to get married, Is somebody out there that'll marry you? If you doing all those great things, it's a man that'll love to have you, sis.
Okay, we're gonna take a break
Oh, you gonna break me on that?
on
no.
that note right there. Dudes ain't lining up to get married. This is Uncut Uncensored, 95.9 FM. We'll be right back.
You know what?
Oh, okay. Hey, we're back.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so before we left, we were talking about what were we talking about?
Ask me.
Okay, D Boogie,
Don't
help me
ask
out.
me,
What were we
Boogie.
talking about?
Why are we asking D
We were
Boogie?
talking about splitting things down the middle. I know we.
No,
left
we
off
wasn't
on
talking about that. That's what you want to talk about. Talk about what you want to talk about.
Go ahead,
Talk
Special
about what you
said,
want to
where
talk
your
about.
half at? Where is your
Right.
half?
I don't care if you hit the number, got 4150. I'm gonna need my money.
All of it.
I'm gonna need my half.
I'ma need
my
my half.
50%.
Oh, man,
my.
this what I'm gonna say on the topic, and I'm gonna be done with it because I know we're getting ready to get out of here. So let me say what I'm gonna say about the topic of it real quick. This is what I would say: if you're not, you know for a fact that you're not built or trying to educate yourself on what comes with being under that kind of umbrella, and you're not
And we
willing
gonna
to
say
do so,
umbrella,
because you understand what
umbrella.
comes with that. So if you're not willing to
Leave me alone,
educate
teacher.
yourself and going in that direction to understand what comes with that, don't go in that lane. Don't go in that lane.
So if you're not willing to educate yourself on what comes with that, don't go in the lane. So meanwhile, you stay in a relationship.
No, I'm saying don't even get involved. Stay in your lane. Stay in your open
you're saying stay
situation
single.
lane. Because
but
if
you should be forthcoming with that
yeah,
information.
Yes, but be honest about it.
Okay.
Don't get in that lane if you just know that ain't your lane. Stay in
Right.
your lane. I ain't finna make a long story about it. You know that ain't your lane, so stay out of it.
So do you be honest about that?
You supposed
Has
to.
to.
You should. That's the problem. I think that's the
Yeah.
problem altogether. You're not honest
Very
about whether if you want to be married or not.
Man, you can tell it how it is and still get what you want.
You can.
Okay.
It's so,
So
many
just
people
stop
out here
lying.
just
I
saying
mean, hold on.
exactly. That is
What's
true.
wrong? You're not honest on whether you want to be married or not?
Like in your relationship, she may say, "Well, I'm looking to get married," and you say, "Oh, okay," and y'all
Right.
continue the relationship, and then she's still like, "I'm
That's-
looking to
he
get
just
married."
said okay.
No, he's really thinking
Yeah.
like, "I ain't trying to get married, but I'm still trying to do this."
Right. This
And
is
you.
what we doing. That over there?
Stop it.
People live like this, honestly, because you want to shut her up because that's not something you want to speak on right
Well,
then and there.
anytime you say something in depth and you accept the answer, well, okay, then you got a problem.
Okay, so that's what it is. Because she could have taken that okay just as you had.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay, so cool. He got married. He thinking about being married. I ain't got to say
'Cause he
nothing
didn't-
else.
he didn't object.
Right. But when he like, yeah,
Okay.
okay, but not me.
Okay.
In his mind.
See, you should have said something. Like I know somebody. You know, he met this.
Got to
this
be a
girl.
short story. Got to be a short
It's
story.
gonna be real quick. He met this girl, was feeling her, everything was everything, and she flipped the script and was like, you know what? I don't really know about this whole relationship thing. Single ain't a bad word, and she flipped it. You have more women that ain't lining up to say I do.
You know one thing I love about you is that
I feel
you
some shade
got
coming.
the sisters back, front, and middle.
That's right.
always,
And you
always.
know what? I ain't
love
gonna go
that
there.
about her.
It's okay.
Listen,
Yay,
guys, we got to get ready to
gotcha.
get out of here. This is we appreciate y'all being here with us today. 10 seconds, everybody.
Get married if you want to. If you don't.
Don't let her play you, fellas. Get that ring if you want it.
Don't let her play you,
Get the
fellas.
ring. You got to buy a ring to get a ring.
You good?
Why
That's the
are
bald head
ladies-
specialist. Stay in your lane. Period. Whatever your lane is, stay in it.
Ladies, don't go out there getting no ring. If he ain't getting one, he don't want you. Period.
Oh, please
All
don't buy
right.
your
Well,
own.
marriage been good to me.
He said, "Stay in your lane." Such aggression on that bald head special.
You talk to
But
me.
what if you
Don't
got
say-
more than one?
What it's like to be in love. Hey, tell me what it's like to feel protected when you hug. I've been feeling like I'm stuck. I'm so stubborn when it come to feeling.